It's currently all sort of sitting on the top, it's not actually going down.
We'll talk about
It's quite potent. Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Ian J. Cole. This channel is all about music and art. Normally this is one of those slightly left field things. So we're in the kitchen today, so this is cooking, eating, preparing with Ian, sort of. Anyway, I've just received an order of Huel.
This is Huel. Super convenient, nutritionally complete food. With protein, omega-3 and 6 fatty acids, carbs and fibre. From the equivalent of £1.45 a meal, just add to water, shake and go. 100% vegan, less than 2% sugar, over 25 million meals sold. So give it a go today. Huel. Eat complete.
Stands for human fuel. And the reason that I'm deciding to try Huel is because when I'm gigging, I don't eat properly. And I got this from another musician, composer who does tours, and he said that actually that's one of the things that he does to substitute a meal. So what is Huel? Well, this is Huel. Comes in great big bags. It's not cheap. So you order it from the website, although I'm sure you could probably get it from health food stores, that sort of stuff. And what it does is it gives you all of the nutrients for a meal, and you can do variations. Now it arrived yesterday after some trouble because I ordered it last Thursday, so about a week ago. In fact, directly a week ago. I ordered it a week ago. Now they say on their website that they will ship overnight, providing you order it before 8 PM. So I ordered it mid-afternoon, expected it to arrive on the Friday, didn't arrive. So okay, well wait, maybe they do deliver on a Saturday, didn't arrive. Waited till Monday, still hadn't arrived. Emailed them on Monday morning and said, hey, there's my order number, what's happened? Absolutely no response. So I waited till Tuesday and then posted a message on their messaging app, which basically just works like an email, to be fair. I thought it was going to be a live chat, anyway it wasn't. And after a couple of hours somebody finally did get back to me, apologised, and they said that for some reason my order had not been processed at all, and that they were going to give me a £10 refund. Now a pack of Huel, or actually 2 packs of Huel, shaker, a scoop, and what else comes? And oh, a t-shirt. Where's the t-shirt gone? You get to wear a nice Huel t-shirt. All of that, and the t-shirt's apparently free, but it's 20 quid if you want to buy one on the website, which seems a bit excessive really. Anyway, all of that comes to about £45. Because it's over £28 I think it was, delivery was free. So it's not cheap, and if some people just try taking Huel for the whole, as all 3 meals. That's not advised generally. What they tend to say is you can subsidise 1 meal or 2 meals, so breakfast and lunch, but then eat an evening meal. I'm not actually doing that. What I'm doing is I am eating regularly, and then I am subsidising Huel throughout the day rather than eating snacks. Is my plan. And also I'm trying different levels of using Huel. Now what I did yesterday was I put 1 scoop in 500 millilitres of cold water, and drank that throughout the afternoon and early evening. and it's got an acquired taste, to be honest. I've gone for, there's different flavours. So there is natural flavour, vanilla, chocolate, coffee, and a few others. And then you can buy sachets of flavourings. They're doing a deal. I did get the flavourings, but actually because I haven't bought any natural Huel, I can't really use those with the flavours that I bought. I bought chocolate and coffee. Now I don't drink coffee, but I like the coffee flavour, and it is a coffee flavour. So and I've opened that one, and we're going to stick with that one until it's finished, and then I'm going to try the chocolate. So today, day 2, what I'm planning to do is 500ml of fizzy water, because actually one of the things that they say in the book that comes with it, you can use carbonated water. Now I like carbonated water rather than tap water, so we're going to try 500ml of carbonated water, fizzy water, and 2 scoops of Huel. So it's thicker, it should be thicker than it was yesterday. It does have a slight gritty taste, and it tastes very sweet. Well, the coffee one does anyway. So it's an acquired taste, but it's not an unpleasant taste. And what I would do is I would drink, 100 millilitres of it, and then stick it back in the fridge, come back to it, drink a bit more, doing that sort of thing. So like when I came in, rather than have a cup of tea or a soft drink, I drank some of the Huel. Okay, so let's make this. Along with the shaker, we get this sort of grill thing that sits on the top. They say it's when you've got ice in it, but I put it in anyway. Let's set you down so that you can see exactly what we're doing. So apparently water goes in first, so let's get our fizzy water. And there's a measure on the side, so that's about just under 400. Bang on 500. And what we're actually, the instructions are that you go for a level of Huel. Just tend to go everywhere a little bit. So there's 1, and there's 2. Bag is resealable, which is a good thing to do. And what they say is, it's not started to go down yet, but what they say is to then put the top on and shake it. But actually, one of the things that I did see on the internet was that you can use a blender on it. So I'm going to use a blender. So we've got this. Right, so we just need a spoon, I think, because it's currently all sort of sitting on the top. It's not actually going down. There we are, it's going down a bit now. And because of, it didn't look like this yesterday, because obviously we've gone with carbonated water, so it's made it slightly frothier, really, as you'd expect with right, okay, let's I've got bits of Huel sticking to the spoon now. And let's mix it. And it looks pretty sort of milkshakey like now. It's clearly obviously thicker than it was yesterday. Let's just give it a taste. It tastes slightly grittier than it did yesterday because obviously there's more compound to the powder. It's not unpleasant. It has got its own taste. It does taste quite sweet. You can definitely taste the coffee, and in fact you can smell the coffee flavour. But it's alright. It's like a cold coffee, an iced coffee actually. So the bottle has this sort of strange top business on it. So when you're drinking it, you have to sort of hold that bit of it back. But there we go. I mean, my plan is that, I mean, one of the things that does happen is when I go off gigging, and normally the band that I play with, we play 2 or 3 times a month. I don't like to eat a meal just before going off to play. So certainly I would be taking a Huel with me. I'd probably drink some of it before going and then have it with me at the gig, really, for when I need it to keep my energy levels up as much as probably anything. There are other things you can buy. You can buy it ready mixed, and you can also buy cereal bars, that sort of stuff. And the other thing that can happen is that you can refer a friend, and you get £10 off, and they get £10 off. This is not a paid promotion. Huel do not know that I'm doing this, so there isn't any promotion from me. Although it'd be quite nice if you do decide to do this on my recommendation. Then if you put my email address, which is linked down below, they will give me a £10 voucher for the next time that I order Huel. What I will probably do next time is it's going to take me a while to work through the coffee and then work through the chocolate. But then I'm going to buy probably the natural, try some of the other flavours as well, because there's mocha flavouring and all that sort of stuff. So we may do another video, but it'll take me a while to work my way through this. just to follow up on Huel. I keep wanting to call it gruel, but hey, never mind. First things first, what I've done is I've tried the different things that Huel have said to do in their little booklet that came with it. So first day, as in the video, 1 scoop. Second day, 2 scoops. But I also tried carbonated water. Carbonated water made absolutely no difference at all. And in fact, I've gone back to just using ordinary tap water now. I'm still using 2 scoops. 2 scoops seems to be fine for me. I mean, and the taste, it's coffee, so it tastes, it's like a cold coffee, but it's got you wouldn't want to add any sugar to it, and it has a taste of its own, which some people will like and some people won't like. I think it's a taste that you can get used to, and I am getting used to it. What I'm not doing is I'm not literally drinking the whole thing down all in one go. I'm sort of taking a couple of sips, putting it back in the fridge, and then coming back to it, giving it a quick shake, and doing that way. What I tried, and one of the other things they said to try, was to make it the night before, put it in the fridge. So I tried that, and what I did do is I just stirred it. Then they say to shake it for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is not long enough. When I came to it next morning, I shook it again, and it was lumpy. There was lumps in it, which, to be fair, isn't very nice. So I then used my blender, and that makes it slightly creamier, and it's certainly creamier with 2 scoops than 1. And that is probably how I will continue on with it. And like I say, I'm having it. It's not replacing a meal. I'm eating meals as normal, but I am drinking it through the day, and I've usually finished it off by early evening, really. Hello there, this is just an update. This is the 16th of March, so I've been taking Huel for a month. I've worked my way through all of the coffee flavoured Huel, which I have to say, having taken it, I haven't taken it every day. I've taken it most days. What I would say about it is that it is an acquired taste. You do get used to the taste. I quite liked the coffee taste, although it's not 100% pleasurable in that sense. I'm now starting to work my way through the chocolate. This is the chocolate one, and it's both the coffee and the chocolate taste very sweet. It just tastes like a cold sort of creamy chocolate milkshake to some extent. Huel's advice is that you just shake it for 10 seconds. Complete rubbish, I'm sorry. What I've been doing is I've been using a mixer and mixing it for about 30 to 40 seconds. And even then, sometimes, especially with the chocolate one, it's still been a little bit lumpy. My routine with it would be normally make it the night before or the first thing in the morning when I get up, and then put it in the fridge, sometimes with some ice in it, let it cool, and then drink it throughout the day. Every time I've taken it out of the fridge, I've done that, shaken it all up again, and then drunk it. Only real criticism I've got is probably about the price, because the regular price, and you have to buy them in 2 packs. And I've obviously a pack has lasted me over a month, but at £50 a time, it's quite an expensive outlay. Now I know if you think about it, I'm only really doing 1 Huel meal a day, so it's a 50 milliliter mix, and I'm using 2 level cupfuls. 3 was too much, it was too creamy. 1 wasn't enough for me. And I have tried less water, so I tried 400 millilitres, but for me personally 500 certainly seems to be the way to go. So I think the cost of it is an issue, and having to buy 2 packs of dried Huel. I've not tried the pre-mixed stuff or any of the Huel bars, and I actually popped into my local health food store today, and they'd never heard of Huel, so it's not widely available apart from via the Huel website, which could be a bit of an issue. I would much prefer to buy it locally from a local supplier, and maybe buy 1 packet at a time. To continue, and at this particular moment in time, obviously I'm probably about another 3 weeks away from finishing off with the chocolate. I don't know whether I will continue. If I do continue, what I think I would like to do is have the non-flavoured Huel and then flavour it. So some days I might put some coffee in it, or decaffeinated coffee, because I don't drink caffeinated coffee. Other days I might want to put some chocolate in it, and I have little sachets of different flavours to try. So I think I would be more inclined to do that. Having said that, do I really want to buy 2 very large sachets of unflavoured Huel if that doesn't quite work? So I'm in a bit of a dilemma about that. Anyway, I don't know whether that helps in terms of whether you want to try Huel. Certainly it is an acquired taste, as I've said before. And I hope you found this useful. Shortly after filming the last section of this video on the 16th of March, I had to stop using Huel, mainly because I started to have problems with my indigestion and my stomach. And at first I didn't put this down to Huel, and it may not be in long term caused by Huel, but certainly I thought that it was one of the best things I could do. The problems that I've been having, and we are now in early July, and my problems have continued since then, and I have been in contact with my doctors. Having said that, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so actually physically getting to see a doctor is a bit of a problem. But I am suffering with indigestion. I am suffering with a feeling down my esophagus. And I started to do a little bit of research, and there is certainly some case for thinking that Huel can contribute to things like irritable bowel syndrome. Now, I have no medical expertise in this at all, but it's interesting enough to say that Huel themselves do put an article on their website about IBS. Now, I have suffered IBS in the past, when I'm probably about 10 or 15 years ago, and certainly all of the symptoms I am presently suffering with, and some days are better than others, they do seem to fit the IBS model. I won't know until I go back to my doctor. What my doctor and I have agreed is that we'll try changing my diet, which I've been doing. That's not made any difference at all, really. The next course of action is to have a camera down my throat to have a look and see what the problem is. But certainly there is quite a lot of evidence out there, and I'll put some links below, that Huel doesn't suit everybody from a stomach point of view. There are people saying they're suffering with flatulence and an indigestion and all of those sort of symptoms. So if before taking Huel, I would certainly do a little bit more research. Unlike what I did, I just started taking it, and like I was taking Huel for approximately nearly 8 weeks, and I didn't have any symptoms. It was only in the last couple of weeks when the symptoms seemed to appear round about the time that I changed to the chocolate. Now, I don't take caffeine normally, and I wasn't really aware that the coffee flavouring was actually caffeine, and I think it is. So that may have contributed to it. But anyway, it's worth considering that if you've got problems with IBS, or you've had IBS problems in the past, and or stomach problems. I don't normally suffer from stomach problems, but certainly I have from the last 2-3 months. That I would certainly do a lot more research before taking Huel. And I hope you found this. It's quite a long video, this, and obviously it's over several weeks and months. But I hope you found it useful. I had hoped that Huel would be my go-to musician's meal, but it's not really for me, I don't think. I can't ever see me going back onto Huel, but certainly I hope people out there do find this useful. So thanks so much for watching, and if you like what I do, hit the subscribe button and all that usual sort of stuff, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks so much. Bye bye.